Hi, I'm Tony Criminus. This song comes from South Wales, and I'll sing it and then I'll tell you more about it and go through all the chords as usual. Cosher Bailey had an engine, it was always wanting mending, and according to her power, she could do 4 miles an hour. Did you ever see, did you ever see, did you ever see such a funny thing before? On the night chain up from Gower, she went 20 miles an hour. As she whistled through the station, man, she frightened half the nation. Did you ever see, did you ever see, did you ever see such a funny thing before? Oh, the sight, it was heart-rending as he drove his little engine. He got stuck tight in a tunnel. I went up the blooming funnel. Did you ever see, did you ever see, did you ever see such a funny thing before? Cosher Bailey, he did die, and they put him in a coffin. But alas, he heard some coughing. Cosher Bailey only joking. Did you ever see, did you ever see, did you ever see such a funny thing before? Well, the devil wouldn't have him, but they gave him sticks and patches for to set up on his own on the top of Burford hatches. Did you ever see, did you ever see, did you ever see such a funny thing before? One last time, did you ever see, did you ever see, did you ever see such a funny thing before? As I said, this song comes from South Wales, where it's often gustily sung at rugby football matches to a variety of homemade lyrics, not all repeatable in respectable company. It comes from a collection of industrial folk songs and ballads by Ewan MacColl, collected by Ewan MacColl. The cover of my March 1954 copy has seen better days. Ewan MacColl wrote not only Dirty Old Town, but the very different and very beautiful love song, The First Time Ever I Saw Your Face. Cosher Bailey was a real person, an ironmaster who built the Taff Vale railway line in Wales and reputedly got stuck in a tunnel driving the first train out. Burford Hatches is probably a reference to an iron foundry or a mine with a particularly hellish reputation. Well, the chords of this song are pretty straightforward. There's a verse and a chorus, and they are all the same. C chord for the Cosher Bailey. Cosher Bailey had an engine, G7, he was always wanting mending. A minor, according to her power. Then a G chord, do 4 miles, then a G7. If you don't like going from G to G7, you can go straight to the G7. The chorus, did you ever see, G7 again, did you ever see C, did you ever, now an F chord instead of an A minor, a G7, funny thing before. And that's the same for every verse and every chorus, except for the one where he says, Cosher Bailey, he did die, and I put a minor chord here, C minor chord. Easiest way is just put a bar across there at the 3rd fret on strings 1, 2 and 3. But you can use your fingers, squeeze them together, do that, fingers if it's any easier, or 2 fingers there and 1 there, or 2 strings there and 1 there. The strumming stroke I'm using is a mixture of the soft thumb going across like that, and the floppy fingers, or 1 or 2 or 3 fingers, whichever you prefer. I like to do 3 or 4, going across the fingernails and coming to rest, stopping it like that, the chunk stroke. And and then coming back with the thing, the thumbnail. I go into more detail in this on the videos I've done on strumming patterns on the ukulele, which I'll leave a reference to. Well, I hope you found that as always. I hope you found it interesting and useful. And again, as always, whatever you do, however you do it, have fun.